Hey there YouTube. Today's video I thought I'd give you a little bit of a project update on our 1993 Jaguar XJS. Small block Chevy with the wind blower. Done a few things to this car since the last time you saw it here on the channel, so I thought I'd just show you what I've done. Then we're going to take it out for a little shakedown run. Probably take it down to the truck stop and put it on the cat scale and find out how much this thing weighs. Anyway, since the last time we did a project on this car, kind of cleaned up the engine bay a bit, painted the inner fender areas. I built a set of custom 8mm MSD plug wires, put those on. Then the big thing, we added a Snow Performance Stage 1 water methanol injection system on this. Modified the stock windshield washer tank. We moved the windshield washer pump to here. We installed a fitting in the line for the system where the washer pump was originally, and this is what we're going to use for our water methanol tank rather than using the 3-quart tank that comes with the kit. Negative 20-degree washer fluid contains 30% ethanol. Bottle of heat gasoline antifreeze is 12 ounces of pure methanol. We're looking for about a 50-50 mix of methanol and water. So we're going to add about 4 bottles of heat to our windshield. Just got a small injection nozzle in here right now, set to come on at fairly low pressure. I haven't made any tuning changes to it yet to take any advantage of the water methanol yet. Just basically wanting to drive it a little bit here and make sure that everything's working like it should. And then once we know everything's working properly, then we can make some tuning changes, increase the boost, increase the timing, and take advantage of the benefits of the water methanol. Working properly. Got an activation light that I've just got taped onto my boost gauge right now, and when the system activates, that light comes on to let you know that everything's working. One of the downsides to water methanol is once you tune your engine to take advantage of it, if the system were to fail, you could end up detonating the engine, putting holes in pistons, bad things like that. So, you know, it's kind of a bad thing in that respect. But the benefits of the water methanol are, for one, lowers your air intake temperature significantly. It's essentially like having an intercooler, but it's what's known as a chemical intercooler. The atomization, vaporization of the water in the methanol will significantly drop your air intake temperatures. Then the other benefit is the methanol content greatly increases your effective octane of your fuel, so you can run regular 91 octane premium fuel, and with the water methanol injection at a 50-50 ratio gives you about the equivalent of 115 octane race gas. So, you know, that's a pretty significant difference, especially on a supercharged or turbocharged engine. You can run a lot more boost, you can run the boost with more ignition timing and not have to worry about detonation as long as the system doesn't fail. So that is a big advantage. You will want to, you're probably going to end up having to change your carburetor jets if you're running a carburetor, or if you're running fuel injection, you're probably going to have to change your tune, because the methanol in the methanol water injection is a fuel source. So it's going to increase your air-fuel ratio.
So you're probably going to have to compensate for that a little bit in your tune-up. Right now I've just got a number 2 injection nozzle in here, which is quite a bit smaller than what I'm going to end up running. But like I said, I'm just trying to make sure that the system's functioning properly, it's switching on and off when it should, and you know, that everything's working properly. So we're on our way to go to the truck stop. We're going to put this thing on the cat scale, find out how much this thing weighs. I think it's going to be a lot heavier than a lot of you guys are going to think it is. You know, it's a small car, it's a convertible. You know, everyone sees it kind of assumes it's going to be a really light car. Well, the thing is, the factory curb weight on this car is like 4,100 pounds. It's a heavy car. It really does not look like it's a heavy car, but it's a very heavy car. Now, I have lost some weight on this car. The small block Chevy is actually lighter than the original straight 6 that was in this car. So there's going to be some weight savings there. All the hydraulics for the power top have been removed from this car. They didn't work anyway. And once you remove all that, it is trip tires on 3rd gear. Anyway, the system didn't work anyway, and once you remove the system, it's very easy to manually lower and raise the top. I'm really not much of a convertible guy anyway. I don't put the top down very often. I mostly got a convertible with this car because I like the look and the styling of the car a lot better than the coupe versions. So that's why I ended up with a convertible. I'm up here in North Dakota. I mean, it's in the teens out right now today. It's cold out. We don't get that many real nice top-down weather days. So 99% of the time the top's up on this car anyway. To me, having a push button to raise and lower the top is totally pointless. I'd rather just save the weight by gutting that system out. And if I want to put the top down, it's really easy once all that stuff's removed, just to raise and lower the top manually. Yeah, and then on top of that, I've removed the factory seats. They were in really bad shape. It's got these aftermarket racing style seats in it. You know, the factory seats with power everything and power lumbar, seat sliders and all that. I mean, they're a pretty heavy seat. You know, we're probably losing, you know, 40 pounds, you know, just changing the seats. So, you know, I'm going to take a wild guess, say that we're going to come in at 3,900 pounds on the scale. Why don't you guys leave me a comment down below and tell me what you guys think we're going to weigh in at. I'm fairly curious to know. I'm probably going to be either in the car or on the scale when we scale the car, so it might even be a bit more than that. It might be 4,000, might be 4,100 pounds. I'm going to guess we're a couple hundred pounds lighter than factory. Then again, I do have 80 pounds of blower sitting on top of this engine, so maybe I'm not even gaining any weight. So I really don't think that you ruin one of these by swapping a small block Chevy. And I mean, this thing's just cruising right down the road 70 miles an hour. I mean, this car drives really nice with a small block Chevy in it. You're gaining a ton of aftermarket support for speed parts and all that. This thing is way faster than it ever would have been stock. It's way cheaper to modify. You know, just have fun with it. You know, I get it. Some guys like, you know, the Jaguar motors, the V12s. This one had this was a factory 6-cylinder car. It really wasn't nothing to write home about. I think the factory quarter-mile time on this thing was something like 16 seconds quarter mile, 0 to 60 in 8.6. I've clocked this thing 0 to 60 with this engine setup on only 4 pounds of boost at like 4.8 seconds. So you're talking knocking 4 seconds off 0 to 60 on a very conservative tune-up. I've run this thing on 7 pounds of boost with octane booster and stuff, and that's kind of where we're going to target with the water methanol injection. You know, at 7 pounds of boost, this engine combination really should be making 625 horsepower at the flywheel. You know, this vehicle stock had 240 horsepower on a 4,100 pound car. You know, so you're talking, you know, a very significant difference in horsepower and torque, and like I said, just the huge amount of aftermarket parts availability and such for the small block Chevy, and the thing still drives nice. There's nothing, it hasn't affected the handling of the car. It's a little noisier with the exhaust system and whatnot, you know. The way I've got the exhaust set up right now, it's really not that loud in the car. It's a little loud outside, but you know, it's plenty tolerable. We're pulling into the truck stop here. Now we're going to pull up on the cat scale. I'm actually going to try to split the front and the back car between the steer axle and the drive axle plates on the scale here, so we can actually get a split weight, find out what our weight distribution is. When you look at the scale, you're going to see lines on the scale. That's where the different plates are. Pulling in here. Right there you can see the plate, so we should be split there. Let me go ahead and put this thing in park. Shut it off here.
Welcome to Catskill, first way or re-way?
First way.
Truck number?
1.
Okay, got it, come on in.
Thank you much. Just gonna pull off the scale and okay, so we got our cat scale back. It's actually a bit lighter than I anticipated. We are 2,020 pounds on the front axle, 1,700 pounds on the rear axle, for a total of 3,720 pounds. So that's really not half bad. 3,700 pounds for a car that has a factory curb weight of 41 some odd is actually pretty decent. We've shaved a significant amount of weight off of this car. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe down below. Thank you. Have a good day.